When Long Yi opened his eyes with great difficulty, he felt pain from all over his body making him hiss in pain. He gritted his teeth and tried to get up, but as if his hands and legs were tied up with invisible shackles, he felt incomparably heavy. Long Yi looked all around scanning this room. This place should be the prison of this world. It was actually built using unknown silvery white metal. Other than several small holes in the door for ventilation, the entire room was sealed. Moreover, above these metal wall, electric currents were circulating. If it was not for that light ball floating inside this room, he would have thought that he was locked up in a high-tech prison for serious criminals. What the hell is this place? Long Yi blankly looked at that illuminating light ball while thinking. Long Yi suddenly held his head with his hand and hissed. Those memories that didn't Euro trademark T belong to him overflowed in his mind again, which caused him an unbearable headache. Slowly, these fragmentary memories combined together and a familiar scene flashed one after another through his mind. Long Yi began to calm down. From the memory, he finally learned that this was a sword and magic world known as Blue Waves Continent. Blue Waves Continent had 3 empires and a number of vassal small countries. The 3 empires respectively were Proud Moon Empire of the northern side, Nalan Empire of the southern side and Violent Dragon Empire of the eastern side. The western side was Elven Forest and Hungduan Mountains. Elves live in Elven Forest and beast men live in Hungduan Mountains Euro trademark plains and hills. As for what was beyond Hungduan Mountains, no one knows because not even ghosts and gods could cross Hungduan Mountains. And this young man whom he had possessed was the little son of Ximen Nu, the patriarch of Ximen clan, which was one of the most illustrated 4 major clans of Violent Dragon Empire. This year, he was 18 years old. He also has a half-big brother and a half-little sister who had the same father but different mothers. Big brother Ximen Tian was the vice-commander of Violent Dragon Empire Euro trademark S elitist legion Violent Dragon Legion. This year, he was already 28 years old, and he had already cultivated Violent Dragon Duki passed down in the clan to dark blue color, reaching Great Swords Master realm. His little sister Ximen Wuhen was also a famous beauty of Blue Waves Continent. This year, she was 16 years old but was already advanced priest. Only this Ximen Yu loiter around all day long without learning or skills. Moreover, he had done innumerable outrageous things. Killing people and was like eating food to him. His father Ximen Nu already wanted to discipline him at an earlier time, hardening his heart, but this Kita Euro trademark S mother was also not someone to be trifled with. She was ready to risk her life to shield his faults. As for the Emperor of Violent Dragon Empire, considering the face of Ximen Nu, Emperor Long Zhan also turned a blind eye to this Kita Euro trademark S deed, so who else could disciple this kid? But no one had ever expected that this time this kid unexpectedly had ideas on Emperor Long Zana Euro trademark S most beloved little princess Long Linga Euro trademark ER, so this time around, there was no escape from this misfortune. Long Yi bitterly smiled while thinking. He had just rebirthed and still had yet to get accustomed, but he was already guilty of crime, truly was fucking disgraceful. Long Yi continued to straighten out the memories of Ximen Yu. The 4 major clans of Violent Dragon Empire were Dongfang Clan, Nangong Clan, Baitang Clan, and Ximen Clan. Among these 4 clans, Ximen Clan possessed the largest forces, next was Dongfang Clan. And as for the other 2 clans, although they were of equal importance, but the strength difference was not limited to few grades. In this world, magic and Duki were prevalent. Magician was the most popular profession but also the profession with the least people, because magic was too difficult to learn. Other than diligence, they also needed comprehension to become a magician. According to the category, magicians are subdivided into fire magician, water magician, earth magician, light magician, and dark magician. Moreover, there are rare spirit magician and necromancer. And according to the ranks, magicians are classified as apprentice magician, beginner magician, intermediate magician, advanced magician, master magician, mage, archmage, master archmage and magic god. Similarly, according to the ranks, Warriors were classified as apprentice fighter, beginner fighter, intermediate fighter, advanced fighter, swordsman, swords master, great swords master, swords saint, and swords god. And along with the rise of their ranks, their Duki color will be different. Apprentice doesn't a Euro trademark T have Duki, beginner fighter a Euro trademark S Duki is light cyan in color, intermediate fighter a Euro trademark S Duki is dark cyan in color, advanced fighter a Euro trademark S Duki is light green in color, swordsman a Euro trademark S Duki is dark green in color, swordsmaster a Euro trademark S Duki is light blue in color, great swordsmaster a Euro trademark S dark blue in color, swords saint a Euro trademark S Duki is purple in color and swords god a Euro trademark S Duki is gold in color. As for Ximenyu, this ignorant and incompetent fellow, his Duki was still only dark cyan in color, which means he was only an intermediate fighter. If he was an average person, then this realm might be not bad, but this level of strength was a trash for Ximen clan. His big brother Ximen Tian was already a swordsman when he was at his age. Long Yi basically understood this world and his current situation from the memory of Ximenyu. He tried to move again, but his hands and legs were still incomparably heavy like before. It should be a restriction used by spirit magician. CreativeNovels.com approved only. Just thinking about spirit, Long Yi couldn't Euro trademark T help but be startled. Before, he however was a user of spirit power, perhaps, he might be able to break through the spiritual shackles. He closed his eyes and tried to mobilize his own spirit power. Just when he mobilized his spirit power, the spirit power located in the space between his eyebrows suddenly pounced onto the spirit power, nearly turning him into an idiot. Long Yi was startled and his entire body was soaked with cold sweat, then he became wild with joy. Heavens, so powerful spirit power, this however was 5 to 6 times more powerful compared to his previous spirit power. Using spirit power to attack Wasna Euro trademark T as easy as turning his hand over. He closed his eyes again, sure enough, he saw that his hands and legs were tied up with invisible spirit power. Now, this time, he carefully mobilized a portion of his spirit power to try and attack the spiritual shackles that were binding his hands and legs. He thought that it would take some effort to free himself, but to his surprise, this spiritual shackles actually were unable to withstand a single attack of his spirit power. They completely dispersed with a single attack. Long Yi lightly jumped to his feet, but the pain all over his body made him grit his teeth. He arranged his clothing and saw that his original fair and clear skin was full of purple spots everywhere. It seems when he was in a coma, people had properly served him well. Long Yi shook his head and sighed, a Euro Ethi's body a Euro trademark S bone is pretty good, but is too weak. I wonder if I can still cultivate my Ao Tianju, a Euro at that time. He suddenly recalled the violent dragon Duki which was passed down in Ximen clan, then unconsciously brandishing his hand like sword resulted in the emission of not even a light cyan-colored Duki. And at that time, he recalled that this forbidden heaven prison of Soaring Dragon City had an extremely powerful barrier. Because of that barrier, neither Duki nor magic could be used inside Forbidden Heaven prison. A Euro I wonder if internal force can be used here a Euro Long Yi muttered and he began to get more and more curious about this world. CreativeNovels.com approved only. Report this ad. Sitting cross-legged, he silently contemplated the inner force of Ao Tianju, and very quickly Long Yi entered the mediation. And after an unknown period of time, a trace of heat rose from his dantian, and following the route of meridians, it began to circulate. Each complete circulation increased the thickness of this heat. And after an unknown period of time, Long Yi woke up from his meditation, and he was pleasantly surprised as well as he did Euro trademark T dare to believe. After just the single mediation, his Ao Tianju had broken through to the first layer, but in his previous life, he had spent 6 months to achieve this breakthrough. If he could advance at this speed, then would Euro trademark T he be able to break through to the 9th layer within 2 months, reaching the pinnacle of Ao Tianju? Long Yi thought, but then shaking his head, he made a wry smile. One should know that, in his previous life, Cultivating for 25 years, he just reached the 5th layer, and the increment of strength in each breakthrough was not as simple as 1 + 1 = 2, the strength however increased geometrically. But could AquarionJS be so easy to cultivate?